I was ready to rip this fragrance a new one, but yeah, it's kind of snuck up on me. What's happening, guys? It is Matt here from Sophisticated Obsession, and today we are going to be focusing on the Labo City Exclusives. So for August and September, we are able to go online and purchase any city exclusive from Labo's website. Now, I know what you are asking. What is a city exclusive? Now, I did do a video about the city exclusives, I want to say like a year ago, maybe it was a little bit longer, maybe it was 2 years ago, but in that video, I did an unboxing of all of the fragrances that were in the city exclusive collection at that point. There have been one or two that have now been added to that collection, and so I will be doing more of an updated version of that this year. Basically, the City Exclusives is a fragrance that has been designed for a city in particular. Usually, you can only go and purchase that fragrance if you actually visit that store. So for example, London has the city exclusive of Poivre, but you can only go and purchase that fragrance in London in an actual Labo store. Good news for us, we are able to then go and purchase them in August and September. So if you go online, you will see that there are only samples being sold. That basically is gearing you up for the main event that then starts on the 1st of September. Then you have the month of September to then go and purchase a full-size bottle of whatever city exclusive takes your fancy. But guys, you have to hurry quick, because as soon as September is over, they are gone. You cannot get them for another year. Today, we are going to be discussing the Tokyo exclusive, Gaiac 10. I have tried Gaiac 10 before, and you'll see my first impressions of Gaiac 10 in that video that I previously said, but today I'm going to do more of an extensive review of this well-known fragrance. So without further ado, let's introduce Gaiac 10. I need to look up, because I don't actually know what Gaiac is. Just a rule of thumb, I wouldn't focus too much on the names. The names are designed around like one element in that fragrance, but quite often you don't really get a huge hit of whatever it is that has been named after. Usually Labo has quite a unique take on that specific ingredient. It's basically saying that it is a type of wood. Like, it's woodsy, it's musky. I have actually sprayed this on my skin about an hour ago, so I'm going to give you the top notes, but I'm also going to be able to then give you the base notes as well. I would actually try this on skin. I would not bother with trying it on a blotting card. I tried it on a blotting card when I was doing my previous video, and I was not taken by this fragrance at all. A lot of the notes that were in here weren't being projected, or they weren't really sort of showing themselves until I actually put it on skin. So I would urge you, if you are then trying this scent, to just put it straight onto your skin just to see how it then reacts. Enough of that, let's get to the fragrance. Initially, when I tried it on paper, all I got was a cedarwood scent. To be quite honest, it smelled like a glorified Molecule 01. I couldn't really smell anything else from this fragrance. It was a sweet cedarwood fragrance. That was it. And I couldn't understand why people were raving about this scent. On your skin, it does develop a lot more. Obviously, we have got some sweet sort of woodsiness that is then coming underneath like all of this fragrance. Now, I have had a look online, and it kind of just says that it is strong in Gaiac wood. I don't know what that is. The best way that I can describe it is a sweet cedarwood fragrance. There is, however, which I didn't get on the test strip, is the added note of like a menthol type smell. And that kind of just hangs around the top of this fragrance and just elevates it slightly. It's actually the same sort of scent that I get from Bay 19. I think it's Bay 19 anyway. It is quite generic though. There is some really nice musks in there. Le Labo and musks go hand in hand. That is more or less like their signature, which I think is why I really like this house. Overall though, it's very safe. There isn't much going on with this, if I'm being perfectly honest. Anyway, I'm just gonna leave this for a little bit, just so then it can move into the mid notes. So I will see you in a mo. Rach has taken to making me coffee in a coffee flask. I'm notoriously bad with leaving my drinks around. So either I will drink it straight from the kettle and give myself like 3rd-degree burns, or I will then completely forget about my hot drink, come back to it, and it is stone cold. This is a genius move. I can forget about this and it's still good to go. Okay, so we are into the mid notes now. We've still got that really nice cedarwood smell. It's very, very palatable. There's quite a sharp sort of smell to this. It kind of has like an isoe super type of vibe to it. The muskiness is still there. It's not powdery, which is a reason why I do like this scent, but I just wish there was just more going on. This to me smells like quite a masculine version of Another 13. Another 13 I love because it's got those musky notes that I really, really enjoy, but there's also a sweetness there, like it's almost like a pear type of smell. I don't get that here. It is sweet, but it isn't in the same sort of category as Another 13. I suppose though, in fairness to it, that does make this scent a little bit more unique, but I think it's only unique in Le Labo's world. To be quite honest, I think if you went out and got Molecule 01 and then sprayed that side by side this, you'd be hard pushed to smell the difference. Right, let's get into the base notes. The sharpness there has died down. It's a lot more mellow. It's a lot calmer. It's really refreshing, actually. I can understand why Tokyo would have this as their signature scent. I would definitely wear this if the weather was really sort of like hot and humid and clammy. The muskiness now has a little bit more of a sweeter note. It's like a vanilla note, but it isn't full-on honeyfied. There are still those wood notes that are then blending with it. It just leaves me wanting more though. It piques my interest, but it doesn't blow me away. Another reason of why I'm just not a fan of this. With Another 13, you put it on and it's really, really weird because it keeps on disappearing and then coming back and you get like a full hit of it and you're like, wow, I love this. And then it goes again. This, it does it, but it isn't as powerful. The analogy is that Another 13 would hit you like a tsunami and then it would just calm. This, I feel, is like it's a pebble dropped into the pond. Yeah, it's just not for me, guys. I want my fragrances projecting more, and I'm doing this, and I'm not smelling it. Personally, for the price point, I think it would be ridiculous paying for a fragrance that you can barely smell. I think that the general consensus out there has sort of been what I have said. It's a lovely fragrance, but it kind of just leaves you bemused. A little bit like, oh, that would have been so nice if that projected further. The benefit to this fragrance is most definitely the easygoing nature to this. I think that this will be very easily worn by most people. I would say that it is unisex. Also, I think that this will be really, really good if you are maybe in like a confined space. So if you are then working in an office, or you're commuting, or you're working at home but you don't want to then just sort of smoke yourself out, I think that this fragrance does quite well. The main issue with this, which is why I think I'm quite disenchanted with this fragrance, is just the performance. I just think that the performance to this is just diabolical. To be paying that much money for a fragrance to then last like half an hour of good projection and then just end up in a skin scent, I think is pretty shoddy. So there we go, guys. A pretty mixed bag, if I'm being honest. Obviously, if this is a fragrance that piques your interest, then I urge you to go and grab a sample of it, because I'm sure other people's skin types, it might perform a little bit differently. So there we go, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I've tried to keep it as short as I possibly can. If you are interested in hearing about any more city exclusives, then please comment down below, because I will try and make as many of these shorter videos as I possibly can while August and September is going on. And that is everything. But before you go, please make sure that you go and give us a follow on Instagram just to see what we are getting up to on a day-to-day basis. And if you have not done so already, please hit that subscribe button. Hope you have an amazing day, guys, whatever you are doing, and I will see you in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.